Good morning to all my students of class 9 and 10. Welcome to this English workshop, English grammar workshop, where I'll teach you something about voice. In previous classes, I had told you about tense. What is tense? How many parts of tense are there? Apart from that, I had taught you how many forms of verbs are there, how many types of verbs are there. Okay. Once again, I'll just repeat to what I had taught you previous time. In tense, I had told you it is subdivided in four portions: present tense, simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. In past tense also, I had told you about simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. In future also, I had told you about simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. So these are just a revision of what I had told you in the previous classes. Today I will teach you about voice. What is voice? It is subdivided in two portions. One is active voice, other is passive voice. In active voice, subject does the action. I repeat, in active voice, subject does the action. In passive voice, action has been done to the subject. Action has been done to the subject. I will give you some more examples so that you can understand basically what is active voice and passive voice. For example, in example, I am taking an active voice. Here, Dinesh killed a rat. So here, what you see, you are seeing this subject, this Dinesh. It is a subject. What he does? He killed a rat. That is what it is in the active voice. The subject does the action, and in passive voice, what happens? Just the opposite. In passive voice, a rat was killed by Dinesh. So you are seeing here, the subject becomes the object here, and the object in active voice becomes the subject here. Okay. So that is what it is. In active voice, subject does the action. In passive voice, an action was done to the subject. Okay. Now see more again. Now move on to tense here. First one is present tense. Here is simple present tense. Passive form. So when you take the example of simple present tense, the passive form of it is am is are plus V3. Example, I play football. It is an active voice. In passive voice, it changes to football is played by me. Football is played. So you are saying here the subject becomes the object here, and the object here in active voice becomes the subject in the passive voice. So that is what here in simple present tense. Again I repeat, the passive form in simple present tense is am is are plus V3. Example is I play football. In passive voice it is football is played. Okay. Next is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. Passive form is am is are am is are plus being plus V3. I am playing football, active voice. In passive voice, it changes to football is being played by me. Football is being played by me. That is it. Passive voice. Football is being played. More example in present continuous tense. I am solving the problem. The problem is being solved by me. So these are the example of present continuous tense, and the passive form is am is are plus being plus V3. Next we move on to present perfect tense. Present present perfect tense, passive form is have, has, plus been plus V3. So the passive form in present perfect tense is have, has plus been plus V3. For example, in active voice, I have played football. Passive voice is football has been played by me. Football has been played by me. Football So in passive form is football has been played by me. So this is the example of present perfect tense. One more is there, present perfect continuous tense. You don't have any passive voice for that. Remember, once again I repeat, there's one more term, that is present perfect continuous tense. You don't have any passive formation for this particular tense. Okay. Next, moving on to the past tense. The past tense. One again, simple past tense. Passive form. Was where plus V3. Example, active voice. I played football. Passive form is, passive voice is, football was played by me. Football was played by me. So that is the sentence in simple past tense. The next is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. Passive form is was, where plus being plus V3. The sentence, the passive form here in past continuous tense is was, where plus being plus V3. Example is active voice example. I was playing football. I was playing football. Passive voice is football was being played by me. Football was being played by. So this is the example of past continuous tense. Now next is past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Passive form is had been plus V3. Example in active voice, I had played. In active voice, example in past perfect tense is I had played. Now, same thing in another way in passive voice. Football, I had played football. In passive voice, it is written like football had been played by me. Okay. So there are more examples, but I am giving you only one or two examples for your convenience. Okay. You can later on you can just ask me more. Okay. Now next is again one very important thing again is that as I had told you there is no passive voice in present perfect continuous tense. Likewise, you have no passive voice in past perfect continuous tense. Okay, right children? Yes. We'll move on to next one. That is future tense. Future tense. Same thing again. Simple future tense. Passive form is example in active voice. I shall play. Example in active voice in simple future tense is I shall play football. Again I am telling you the passive form in simple future tense is shall, will plus B3 plus not it is B plus B3. I shall play football. Football will be played by me. So that is an example of simple future tense in passive voice. Now again next is future continuous tense. Future continuous tense. Passive form is example in active voice. I shall be playing football. I shall be playing I shall be playing football. Now same thing in passive voice, we can write it football shall be being played by me. Football shall be being played by me. So that is example of future continuous tense. Next we move on to present perfect tense. Future perfect tense. Passive form here is Example in active voice. I shall have played football. Active voice in future perfect tense is I shall have played football. Now in passive form we write shall oblique will plus have been plus B3. Okay, so here example in active voice is I shall have played football. In passive voice, what do you write? Football shall have been played by me. Okay? Football shall have been played by me. That is example in passive voice in future perfect tense. Last but not least, again I am telling you, there is no passive voice for future perfect continuous tense. I repeat again, you don't have any passive form of present perfect continuous tense, nor you don't have passive voice of past perfect continuous tense, nor you don't have any passive voice of future perfect continuous tense. So this is the end of your chapter. Thank you once again.